Marcio, step back three, money! As Marcio has it, there's a switch back. Lassiter takes advantage of the slower defender. He ties the ball game at 61.
Starting PBA Wednesday.
Libre.
Lassiter.
Like I said, San Miguel can play defense when they put their minds to it as Lassiter hits again.
Tyler Bay averages in his 30s as far as scoring is concerned. But very few imports will buy in the game plan that asks him to practically become a defensive player in today's game.
Has 3 triples, only had 2 in the entire game 1. As Marcio adds another one.
Marcio to Ross, back to Marcio. Marcio! That's another one! Pwede mo na uwi, ano? Lassiter high off the window!
Because when we say that, the numbers of Zach Lofton gradually went down, right? Until he just finished with 20 plus points against Ginebra because they were able to scheme against him.
Yes. Lili, now Chris Ross, Marshall Lassiter attacking Paul Lee, goes inside, attacks Laput! Couldn't get the jumper to fall. It was a 4-0 run for San Miguel before the strike from Nambata. Marshall Lassiter left open. You don't do that. But after the technical that he got, and Marshall Lassiter left wide open for what we've seen over and over again.
San Miguel off a timeout. Goes to Marcio again. Lassiter answers the call.
Nice shot there. Let's see if he can continue that.
5:57. Marcio from way downtown. He knocks one down as well.
Marcio's output in game 1.
Marcio again.
For Jericho extending their lead to 4. Christian, well defended there by Boatwright. San Miguel on the run. Marcio on the attack. Layup is good.
Puro one-handed na ginagawa dito ni Pardo. Marcio pulls the trigger. Bang!
For San Miguel Beer with Lassiter, Boatwright, and Jericho Cruz.
Marcio with an important basket over the defense of Tony Bishop.
Another pass.
Asca to the other side. Marcio.
Oh, and a 4-point play coming up.
Marcio pulls the trigger. They went under twice. You cannot do that against Marcio.
Top zone.
Marcio again.
Tinamaan sa kamay. Tinamaan sa kamay.
It went down to around 36 points per game. That's all in average, by the way, against Barangay Ginebra. Marshall Lassiter cans another 3 on the opposite wing.
I mean, it's just remarkable how the Northport players reacted to that. Because normally you would, you know, your morale would be low.
And it was a 10-point lead, the first double-digit lead prior to that.
Magnolia gambling. Will San Miguel make them pay?
Marshall Lassiter does.
Pivotal game. There's Junmar every single time to step up his game.
That is another 3! They have gone to the line, talk about San Miguel, 18 times. They've made 14 of the 18 as Marshall Lassiter's open in the corner again!
It wasn't just a double team on both.
The number of weapons is pretty much unlimited for them, and whatever they want to bring to the table, they can. They have the height, they have the quickness, and they also have the outside shooting. You forget about this guy.
The pace of the game is faster for them as well.
Right now, they are enjoying a 7-point advantage. But in the open court, Marcio's going to get that easy too.
Jeron inside, picks it out. Marshall wide open.
Can't leave him
Butter
open.
for Marshall Lassiter.
Do not.
Marcio, well guarded this time. Nocum sticking with him. Marcio turnaround jumper. That's good. That's smooth.
In PBA history.
Well, definitely Marcio has got the one of the best looking
For sure.
shots.
Tautua slams it down.
Marcio to Mo, or make that Asca.
And we will begin our second quarter of action here inside Inares Center. That somehow lands with Marcio.
So he's giving them all the opportunities here.
Now Dua, wide open for the 3-ball. Big Mo drills it.
Not just among the imports, but in general, he's the youngest member of this Magnolia squad.
Marcio open for 3.
In the corner, that's money.
Situation, 2 feet away from the basket. He drops his left shoulder, call it automatic.
About Lassiter. 2 more points para kay Marcio. He's got 7.
Look at Vic just protect the ball.
Yeah, that's his staple.
Elbow sandwich. Talking about crosser there.
And free throws have not been too often given in this game, huh?
Yes.
Oh,
Lassiter calmly, coolly delivers from the outside.
It is hard enough to win a single championship. Hard enough to make it to the playoffs. You're an 8-time champion, Coach Jeff. Marcio Lassiter gets the Beerman on the board.
49-38. Lassiter loops one in.
Magdedepende pa yon in the result of the second game, which is between Barangay Nebra and TNT.
Quotient kasi for the casings na at the end of the conference. 67-53 is still San Miguel in controlling here in the third. Marcio shifting directions. The looper is good for Super Marcio.
But got the ball to fall inside. It's a 3-point lead. Marcio 3. That's the way, and it's money for Marcio.
Put the ball down, finally does. Chris Newsom trying to stay in front of him. Clark, kick out to Marcio. Marcio, the runner.
That's his experience right there.
Hindi kanila bola.
Exactly. The negative side is multiple possessions for San Miguel Beer.
And Lassiter gets it to trickle downstairs, and San Miguel is in the lead by 1.
On because you want to have that opportunity to have that twice to beat advantage coming into the playoffs.
San Miguel goes to Lassiter to open up the scoring here.
Rebounding has been dominated here by the Beermen.
Lassiter drives hard, goes straight to the hole.
To 5 in Japan.
Lassiter splitting 2 defenders. How about that?
Natin from these two teams, and it also was in that first game against between TNT and Blackwater. Lassiter dadagdagan pa ng 2 puntos yung total ng SMB. Absence of a player for Ginebra, and that's Japet Aguilar.
And what you like about Stan is he gets a lot of rebounds, he goes for high percentage shots, and is a willing passer. He will make that
Willie Miller, but yeah, Willie Miller was a scoring machine as well. And for Jordan Williams, that's his first 3-point connection in this contest.
Finally.
Another 3-point connection.
When you're trying to break the zone,
Lassiter jumper. That's good.
that's a silky smooth jumper.
Dami na kagad adjustment mula sa Converge. Coach George Gallant sticking with the same 5. Sabi ni Marcio, ayos lang naman daw sila with a second triple.
You know, obviously San Miguel is stronger in terms of the team, right, as a lineup. Pero itong Blackwater, hindi naman ganun kalayo.
No more, sabi ni Jumar. I know you.
Lassiter, pull up 3, money for Marcio.
Na nasa kanila na ang possession. Marcio off to Hezi.
Big names of imports on that graphic. Great shot by Lassiter, gently against the glass. We're tied at 40.
Marcio thought about the 3 drives closer. What a fake by Super Marcio.
What a finish coming from Marcio Lat.
Cameron saves it at the baseline, up ahead to Simon. Quickly to Marcio, transition 3. That's a swish mula kay Marcio Lassiter.
So Ginebra scores the first point courtesy of Brownlee. Si Marcio naman ang unang makaka-field goal with that jumper from the free throw line.
Chris Ross off the pick from Junmar. Marcio Lassiter trying to operate inside. Who says he can only shoot outside?
Lassiter really effective on both ends. Ito naman siya offensively. Marcio finishes the layup. San Miguel takes the lead.
Simon, hindi nag-roll si Clark. Somehow he got it to Lassiter, and Marcio knew exactly what to do.
Kaya nandiyan si Enciso eh. Enciso would naturally stand as their point guard in this lineup.
But they're more than compensating because of their activity on getting those offensive rebounds.
Lassiter trying to silence the chance.
Ito si Perez, labas kay Lassiter. And Marcio with back-to-back hits.
shots of Barangay Ginebra. And the other thing is, if they turn the ball over, they miss a shot, they cannot jog back on defense because that is where Barangay Ginebra
Makes this format really exciting.
Lassiter hits again. That's been 8 points from Marcio in the last 2 minutes.
Look at Ross. Keep Mariano behind him. Lassiter, quick release. Bingo! Abay versus Gabini. Hands it back off. Marcio from deep. That's a familiar refrain.
And a beautiful handoff, and you see Coach George Gallant applauding.
I think in a situation like this, Ginebra feels that they're in a comfort zone. They're 2-0 in this series. All they need is one more victory.
Perez. Bigay kay Lassiter, open from the corner. Marcio knocks it down.
5:32 to go.
Ginebra looking for another stop. Here's Marcio Lassiter with a floater. And kissing it off the glass. He scores.
Magnolia down by 4. 2.5 minutes remaining. Baroka sapal kay Lassiter.
They have a lot of room for error, especially to qualify for the quarterfinals kasi ang taas ng ganda ng kanilang simula dito sa ating Governor's Cup.
That's a physical matchup in that backcourt. Perez goes to Marcio. Marcio on the move. Off the glass.
Cruz from the corner. 3 is short. Clark with a rebound. Labas kay Lassiter. Siya naman ang bibira. And it's money for Marcio. Lassiter. Nakalusot pa.
Pao, the feeling that you get right now is you're just waiting for San Miguel to explode.
And Marcio Lassiter answers back with 3 of his own. Here's Clark. Swinging it to Lassiter. Another assist para sa SMB.
Ball movement for days. Clark goes across. Marcio lights it up.
Again, they have guys that they can be really excited about. I just really gotta say this. Aline Bulinati is such a revelation.
Do you expect him to be in the all-rookie team?
I wouldn't be surprised anymore because sa ganda ng kanyang pinapakita.